morning again, Trinidad and Tobago. Well, Ria and I are on another adventure. Today we're at Piarco, and the reason we're here, we're at the AerialWorld Services Flight School, and Ria and I are going to speak to owner, manager, and I guess he does everything under the sun, Nigel Ramsahai, and he's not only going to give us a flight lesson today, but we're going to find out what makes AerialWorld Services so unique, so different to every other flight school in the Caribbean. Nigel, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Emma. I'm fine.
We're here at AerialWorld Services. What is AerialWorld Services?
AerialWorld Services is set up as a premier flight training organization within the Caribbean to make flight training affordable and also to attract students into Trinidad rather than people going out. We are the only flight school that fly the most advanced all-composite diamond aircraft, glass cockpit. So our aircraft get you ready for airline type flying.
So how many in terms of the length and time, the length it takes to actually qualify to be a pilot after you finish the school? What do you do? And let's talk about the cost as well.
Okay, it takes you roughly a year. People would advertise 6 months, but we generally say a year for a full commercial license to make you employable, because we take into consideration weather, and also we do what is termed the conversion subjects or the British subjects, part of the British subjects, so you get the best of both worlds training here. The cost for a full commercial license to make you employable will run around between 350,000 to 375,000 TT dollars. Once you do a commercial license with the instrument rating and stuff, and then it depends on how you do your interview with the airlines, but it gives you the license to make you so qualified. You need first of all to do a medical by one of the approved medical examiner from the Civil Aviation Department, and then you need to get a student license, and then you would do the first license you're going to do would be a private pilot's license, and that would entail you getting into the cockpit. The minimum requirement is 40 hours, and that comes up, we have two airplanes, a Diamond 20 and a Diamond 40, and because of that you have two different prices. On the 20 it's 63,450 TT dollars, and on the 40 it is 77,415 dollars. No, that's for 40 hours flying time, which is the minimum requirement for the license, and it also gives you your ground school, etc., your books, equipments, everything with it. And what happens is that the reason is difference in pricing, not only because the DA40 is more advanced than the 20. The DA40 has what they call a variable pitch propeller and an autopilot.
Now let's talk about the type of training that you offer, because Ria and I are going to take our first flying lesson today, and it's hands-on.
Yeah.
So we actually go into the flight.
You would go with one of our instructors, and he would go through the checklist with you. He already did the walk around to make sure the airplane is safe. He will do the start procedures with you, and he's going to take you guys flying and introduce you to the controls and the effects of the controls as your first lesson. We have been getting students, and people are now becoming aware that you can actually do your full license in Trinidad and Tobago instead of leaving to go to the States. So look at it this way, you don't have to leave your job to learn to fly anymore, and you also don't have to hunt for an exchange. When you do your license home locally, you don't have to come back and do a conversion exams. If you learn to fly in the States or Canada, when you come back home, you have to do a conversion exams. And it's like if you go study medicine, remember you have to come back and do an internship and stuff like that. It's the same thing with flying. The difference somebody getting a commercial license locally and somebody flying with the airline is the person in the airline have the job.
Okay.
The guys with the commercial license who don't have a job still looking to get into the airline. And that's the whole thing.
So Ria and I are now going to start our first flying lesson, and according to Nigel, once you can ride a bike, AerialWorld Services can teach you to fly a plane. So let's start.
Doors
I am flying this plane.
closed and latched, circuit breakers all checked and in.